So the first thing that we do with YouTube with anything is you need an idea for your video. What am I going to talk about? And this is one of those things where you don't want to use just plain old, chat GPT like, hey, give me some video ideas about knitting or give me some video ideas about how to grow a business or anything like that. We have to remember that on the back end, these large language models are all just based on the average of everything that's on the internet. And so anything that we do that's completely generic, and you'll see this theme as we go through the steps here, anything we do that's completely generic is going to be what anybody else can do. And so if you want to be successful on YouTube, you can't just do exactly what everyone else is doing. So this is one of those things where, again, just plain AI is not the right thing. Plain AI is efficient, but it's not effective. But there's two ways that I want to show you how to come up with ideas for your YouTube videos using AI, which can be really effective. And the first one, if we can share my screen here, is using ChatGPT to do some deep research. Now, you can also do this in Google Gemini, but a deep research project, if you're not familiar, is basically where you ask ChatGPT to go out and spend, 5, 10, 20 minutes, sometimes longer, to go all over the internet and gather a bunch of information. Now, this is one of those things that would have taken a human days before, and now AI can do it in seconds. And so the example I've got on the screen here, basically I've attached a document, but you can, get the information in there however you want. And this mine, it says YT90 company info, which, I teach people how to grow a YouTube channel in 90 minutes a week. So we call that YT90. But basically you have to give the AI something about the goal of your channel or your business. And the prompt that I use is the attachment called company info is about my business. I want to know what the top questions ideal clients for my business are asking about the problem that I solve. So our goal here is to not just guess or start making videos about a single question because somebody asked it once, last week. So you think, oh, well, that's top of mind. Let me do that. We want to figure out what are the topics that people want to know about urgently, because those are the ones that people click on. If you're making videos that are like, oh, that's interesting, I might want to know that, or I might need that someday, people don't click on those videos, or if they click on them, they don't keep watching. But if we tackle the problems that are literally it's keeping them up at night, or they're worried they're going to get it wrong, or they are worried they didn't get it right when they did whatever that task was, that's going to be really compelling. So we go through, we ask it to look for it on social sites like Reddit, Quora, other places that they might ask questions. Reddit is incredible for this. Find as many as possible, then categorize and rank stack them by frequency. Format the report with a table at the top summarizing your findings, then make each category a heading to be followed by a quick summary of what you found for that category and about a dozen bullets of direct quotes. So we want direct quotes because we want to know what the actual person, what our ideal viewer is actually saying. The next section here is basically I ask it to only go back 18 months. If you were doing a channel about AI, you might ask it to only go back 3 months or 6 months. If you're doing something that hasn't changed in a long time, then you might have it go back 5 years. Then we say, to make sure we're on the same page, please respond with a quick summary of what my business is about. And before you start doing research, is there anything else I can provide you to help do this task at the highest possible level? So you want to make sure you have deep research turned on. We're going to hit enter. And by the way, we're not going to wait for the deep research. We'll come back to it. But I just wanted to show you this first part here. So if it operates properly, which AI doesn't always do, it goes through and it says, verifies what the task is. And then okay, looks like it's just going to have us start. So we'll just go ahead and hit start and it'll start researching. So I did ask it to kind of come back and say, hey, clarify that you understand the task and what my business is about. It decided to skip that. Maybe that's a new, ChatGPT 5.2 update, but either way, it should come back and give us what we're looking for. So I really love that. If you're starting a new channel, this is what you should do first. Or if you're doing a channel and it's not working, start with this, because what you want to do is you want to start making videos for the same person, solving the same general problem over and over again. Because what that does is it trains the algorithm who your channel is for. And once YouTube understands that, they'll actually start to recommend your videos. So you mentioned in your intro, Simone, a couple hundred views for, was that even worth it? When YouTube knows who your videos are for, they want to show them to those people. And so this is the key, is to get YouTube going, oh, now I get it. They are helping, like for me, he's helping, entrepreneurs create a lead generating YouTube channel in as little time as possible, as opposed to before when it might have been like, oh, I upload about YouTube and Facebook, and occasionally I post something about my kids and, horseback riding and hiking and whatever else that YouTube doesn't know who to recommend to at that point.
I literally love all this. This is so interesting. Does this, because firstly, I used to do this research manually by hand. So I'm loving that it does this for you. But does this work?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really did. Back in the old summit days, like, 5 or 6 years ago, I'd be there looking at the top performing videos to try and just get like ideas and stuff like that for summits and other like online
Yeah.
events and things like that. So this is amazing to me. Does this technique work for any sort of channel? Like, say you wanted to build a personal brand or a faceless brand or an interview brand. Does it work for pretty much everything?
If you're trying to build a personal brand on YouTube, you're going to do best by building it around one thing to start. So if you're trying to come out and be, you know, Beyonce or Rihanna or Taylor Swift and have a personal brand and you're going to sell music and movies and perfume and fashion and all of these things, the algorithm is never going to figure out who you are. Now, it can work, but it's going to take you a long time and you're going to probably have to have that like X factor where people really like you. So, I think no matter what you're building, you're always better off making specific videos for one specific person, helping them with one specific thing. And so in entrepreneurship, that's usually solving a problem. But even if it wasn't that, you'd be better off, I think, making videos like, let's say I just wanted to be an influencer. I'd be better off making videos all about my life as a dad or my life as a hiker or something to start and then expand later once I've started to build an audience.
If you want to watch the entire episode, click here. And if you want to watch more episodes like this, click here.